Okay, so welcome, guys, and in this now SQL Server training, and we will start with the basics of SQL Server. We will keep the course very simple in this particular part because I fully understand you are new to this SQL Server. You have a very little knowledge about the SQL, so we will first go and understand the basic things, the fundamentals, and then gradually we will start doing the advanced things. Now, so I have opened the SQL Server. This I will tell you, you will see all this in the next lecture also. How to install the SQL Server, how to install the SQL Server Management Studio, SSMS, how to install the database, what is a database, what are the tables. This all I'm going to explain you, don't worry. I have just opened the SQL Server and I'm just going to click on this new query because I just want to give you some bit of idea about this. Now, first of all, please understand that when I'm opening my SQL Server, you find here Adventure Work 2019, Ajay Testing, and then Employee DB, all this stuff. Generally, when you will go and install the SQL Server, right, after going through, when you will finish the coming lectures where I have mentioned, where I have discussed how to install everything that you need to start this. So you will have only one database here, which is Adventures Work. So please ignore the rest of the ones. Don't compare your SQL Server with mine. Okay. Now I want to tell you that this Adventure Works 2019, basically, this is all, this is a database actually, and this we have downloaded from the internet so that we can practice because it has tables. If I click here, it has a tables, and I have used these tables in this course, and these are the same tables that you will also get once you know how to download this. Okay. And there are a couple of tables that I also have created, right, which are very small tables. So that also I will share with you. You can download that in case if you want. Otherwise, tables are very small. You can even create your own tables. And of course, you will come to know how to import the you know anything from the outside, any table if you want, like be it a Excel table, be it a CSV file or text file. Okay, gradually we will cover everything. So this is the beginner course, and now, let me just go and start with this.
If I click on this, let's just first have a look on this. I'm just going to expand this. Now in this database, so database is like what? Database, as I said that, it's it's like a container. You have this container, right? It's basically a place where I can store lot of information. Now, what type of information? Information like simple, I want to keep my maybe if I'm a teacher, I want to keep uh, first section 1, section 2, section 3, section 4 details, how many kids are there, students are there, their roll number, their scores, and all that stuff. Teacher name, right? Who is the principal? What are the timing of the, different timings for uh, uh, different subjects, who is going to teach what, isn't it? That is the information, right? So that is the information you create in the database. Now, what if, what if there is another department and I want that information also in that database? Can I keep that? Yes. Now, this is all about, let's say, school information, right? Now, for example, the director of this school is someone ABC, right? Or let's say Mr. A is the director of this. Or that person also is running some hospital. He has a hospital also, right? So, what he does is that he keeps this information in this database, which is a school information. But at the same time, he wants to also store the hospital information in the same database, which is, let's say, this one. So what I'm trying to tell you is that database is a bigger term. It's a house where families are staying. Now, in a family, you can have 4 people, 5 people, 10 people, doesn't matter. But it is a house where we have the information. Like there is a Excel. In Excel, what you do? In Excel, you have sheets, and in every sheet, as I was giving the example, you have this. My drawing is gonna be like this only because this tool is something I'm not comfortable, okay? But please don't go on the drawing. Let's understand the concept. So here you have sheet 1, here you have sheet 2, and all they have what? The information, right? Now, all this information that I have here, as I said, one is Africa client, one is USA client, one is India client, for example. This all comes from, let's say, one CEO, Mr. A. Now, there's another CEO, Mr. B. Now, he also has his own clients. And you decided that I'm going to keep that data in different Excel. Can you do that? Instead of creating a fourth sheet, you want to say that, okay, there will be a file which is Mr. B, and there I will keep his client's data separately. Is it possible? Yes, it is possible. Isn't it? We can create as many Excels as we want. And this happens also in your office also. You have different clients: Asia client, Africa client, Java client, India client. If you have I don't know. I mean, I had worked with the USA companies a lot, so that's how. So you always keep the data different, right? The same way, this is the concept. This is the one database where I want to keep the information, particularly, that is specific to one client. And there is another database that I can create, and that can go here. There is no problem. You can always keep that information, right? So basically, if you click on this, you will find the same things. See, this is the database, Ajay Testing, and now this Ajay Testing has tables. Where are those tables? Now, these are the tables. Audit, customer data, customer shopping, demo testing, employee salary. And what about this? If I go in this database, you see, now this is something we have downloaded from the Google. Okay. So these are all, like you will see here, tons of the tables. These are all the tables. Address type, password, email address. There is so before dot, there is something DBO, human resource, that I'll tell you. Don't worry. All I'm trying to say is that when we are going to work with in the SQL server, we should be comfortable with these terms: database, tables. And in the table, we have information. So database is like a family where you can have a lot of members. You get married, your family expands, you then become parents, isn't it? Right? So that is how it is. Okay. So these are the tables. If I just show you this, see, there is a query written. This is what we will learn. I'm going to write a query here, and I'm going to select that. I'm going to say run this query. When I say run the query, this is where I will see the output. This is where I will see the output, right? Otherwise, directly you can't see the data. This is where you will see the data. Like in Excel, when you open the Excel, what happens? The data is in front of you, isn't it? But in SQL Server, these tables, if I have to see what is inside this table, I have to write a query. What query? That we will see. And when I'm done with my query, okay, when I'm done with the query, I'm just going to execute this. I'm going to select this like this, and I run this. This is like a coding, if you know the coding VBA or Python, isn't it? There also we do the same thing, right? But we don't call this a coding. This is a SQL. So you will always see your output here. And this window, we can always kind of, we can increase the height and the width depending upon the kind of the data that we have. Once we are okay with this output, we say, okay, fine, now we can use this. If we are not okay with this output, then we see the what is wrong in the query. Do I have to do any changes there or not? And if you get the error here, you all know that I'm somebody who focuses on errors a lot. I want you to be very good in error handlings. I mean, the moment the error comes, you should know what could be the reason. I always say this thing. If you want to be a superstar in this, a pro in any this data analytics topic, make sure you know each and every error description. When you read the description, you should have the idea that what would have gone wrong. Okay, that's the level I expect from my students. Okay, so now we know that what is a database, and inside the database I have lot of tables. Now if you see here, this is my database. I'm going to tell you how I have downloaded this, because for practice we need a database. So Ajay, can we not have our own database? I mean, do I have to really download this? Yes, you can have your own database, but how will you get this much of information? Are you Can you create this much of information? Because each table, this table database log, this table department wise, this table pay scale, they all have the data already there. They are equipped with the data. So why do you have to create a data? Why do you want to waste your time? No, but still I want to. I want to create few tables and I want to practice on that. Yes, do that. Do that. We can do that. Of course, we can do that, because this data also we have imported from the internet. Same way, if you have a data, your own data, Excel or text file or CSV file or whatever, or even if it is in MS Access database, you can bring that here. That is not the problem. That's very simple. But the point is, we need the information. We need the tables so that you can learn the things. In your office, you will not use this. They will give you their own database, the server, that we have here 25 files. Now you give us the data that we want. Give us the department wise sales, department A, department B, department D, and then give us the ranking. Who is on the top, who is on the bottom. Give me the managers, sales or attendance. But I don't have a one table. Your client will say, I have different tables, and those different tables you have to match. Like one table has manager ID and their attendance, let's say present. One table has their leave records. One table has their time records. So you have to map all. If somebody has logged in at 8 and then went home, let's say, instead of 6 p.m., he went home 3 p.m., mark him absent, not present. So you have to map. So you will take the information from one table and then another table, and then you're going to look up the things in Excel. You can do this using VLOOKUP. Here you will do something else, right? So that is how it is. But the point is, we should have the information first. Okay, so hope this is making sense. So we have all this information under the tables. Okay, that is how it is. And when the first time, when I was preparing, when I was writing the notes for you, I didn't have these databases. These are my databases, as I said. Okay, so I sort of imported it. You can import from here also. You can use the SQL also. So this is not a challenge. Very simple. All right. Now you may ask me, so what about views? What about synonyms, programmability? There are a lot of things. We don't have to go inside that. There are some components which SQL Server, this Management Studio will use. Let it be there. Our main target will be tables. Later on, of course, we will talk about views also. And then we will be talking about under the programmability, stored procedures, functions, and then there will be some other things also. Like under the table, I can show you. I don't have it right now. I think I have not. Yeah, the triggers also are there. Okay. So these are the things that we are going to work with. So give yourself time. As we will practice, you will learn the things. Okay. So let's just close this. We don't need anything right now. Okay. And let's just close this as well. Now, the first thing is that you need to install the SQL Server. Okay. So what we are going to do now, since we are new query, let us install the SQL Server on our machine. Okay, which means laptop, right? Because see, SQL Server is the one where the data, this all data will go. Okay, and to use the SQL Server, we will install SQL Server Management Studio. Okay, give yourself time. Gradually you will understand. We also call this SSMS. SSMS. Okay, and then I will show you that how we can download the or install the whatever. Download the Adventure Works 2000 database. Right. So on internet, these files are available so that people, the community can use this data and they can practice. It's not about the SQL server only. You can use this data otherwise also. Okay. If you're somebody who's preparing, let's say something, and you want to practice, you want to have a data. Like I'm somebody who, when I learn something, I really look for a new data. So I can use that data. Okay. These are free of cost. They are available there. Okay. So, so these are the things that we are going to do. And let me just show you the steps because see, I have already got everything installed. So let me just save also this first of all. So I'm going to save this SQL query 0. Just say Control S and you can save this. Okay. Wherever your system, I mean, when you're going to download the things. So this will give you the path. Okay. So first of all, let's go through these things. Now you see, so we have 3 things to do today. I'm going to install the SQL Server and then install the SQL Server Management Studio and then is the database. In SQL Server, there are other terms also. If you have heard SSIS, SSAS. I think 8-10 years back, these terms were very, very popular. SSIS is SQL Server Integration Service. SSAS is SQL Server Analysis Service, right? Basically, SSIS is, we are not going to do that. Even I have never learned it. But I'm just telling you, you will find this in the notes also. SSIS basically is it's a kind of a ETL tool. Now we have already got the Power Query as ETL tool, but Power Query was not there initially. SQL Server is a very old tool. Power Query came, I think, in 2010, right? So now we can we do all the ETL extraction, transformation, and loading. Whatever it is, you do it through Power Queries. I'm just making you kind of familiar because these terms you can hear. Then there is a SSAS analysis service. This is again used for the dashboards. I have never seen this, to be very honest with you. Okay, SSAS. But now we have the BI also. So we can use the BI. Of course, they say that these are basically, these are not exactly BI and the Power Query only. They can do some complex jobs as well. That is what I have heard. Okay. But now we have the Power Query and the BI. We prefer that, I guess, right? Since I know these and a lot of you also know these things. So I think the added advantage for you that now, without doing these things, without learning these things, you can have your data training, structuring, and data visualization. You can do that using these two. And then we have finally about the, working on the last data sets, taking your customization, all that. You can use the SQL Server Management Studio, which is MS. Okay, so we're going to target this SQL Server Management Studio. Okay, so now let's first of all quickly download this SSMS SQL Server Management Studio and also the SQL Server.